the judges have made their decision. I think it was a part decision. We'll be hearing from them about it soon. But before we get into announcing the top 3 companies, once again, please give a big round of applause to everyone who pitched here today. To the top 3 companies, good luck. You've got 5 minutes of pitching ahead of you, followed by a 2-minute Q&A. And the format again, just a reminder, is that you'll hear a gong at 4 minutes and another gong at 5 minutes. At 5-minute mark, if you hear a gong, that means it's time to stop. During the Q&A, you'll hear a single gong, and that means it's time for Q&A to wrap up. For the companies that didn't get through to the top 3, I would encourage you to continue pursuing your ideas. It's definitely not the end of the road. The judges are here, people in the crowd are here, so please feel free to share your idea and get your feedback. So, to announce the top 3 companies tonight, I'd like to welcome one of our judges, Michelle Burke, up to the stage. Michelle, welcome. Top secret, for like 30 seconds.
Right. Okay, so it was a tough decision. Our first finalist is Ionica from Motion AI. Looking forward to learn more. Our second finalist is Rory from Solar for Iron. And our third finalist is Dee from Curry. And honourable mention goes to Petmate.
Thank you, Michelle. So top 3 finalists, I hope you're ready. We're going to go in the order in which Michelle just announced you. So, Marina's preparing it right now. So, yeah, to kick things off, the first pitch of round 2. Ionica, please come up to the stage. Give her a round of applause, come on. Our first finalist is round. Technical issues.
Hi everyone, my name is Kit. Thanks for having me here today. This is my aunt Tabby. She lives in Knox, her daughter lives in Bali, and her son is a busy executive with 2 young children. Aunt Tabby lives an active life. She goes out almost every day to volunteer, learn piano, or have lunch with me. She's good friends with her neighbours, and someone comes around to walk her dog twice a week. But last year, her husband passed away, and she's been finding it difficult to live alone for the first time. She isn't sure what she'd do if she has a fall or if there's a break-in. Aunt Tabby isn't the only one in this position. There are 3.8 million people aged 65 and over in Australia, and as the baby boomers hit retirement age, that number is set to double over the next 2 decades. The government has accordingly implemented policies to encourage people to stay at home as they age to reduce the strain on aged care homes. But last year, over 125,000 seniors were hospitalised due to a fall, and 72% of those falls were inside the home. That's a scary number. And here's another one. 16,000 people tragically passed away while on the government's priority list for home care assistance last year. That's a serious problem. So how do people deal with it right now? People at the moment use pendants and other medical alarms. But wristbands can get itchy and you have to remember to charge them. And some people just don't like to wear them in bed or in the shower. In fact, 80% of people who own a personal alarm don't wear it regularly. The other solution is to introduce a carer. There's no substitute for human TLC. The thing is, moving in with your loved one is not a practical solution for a lot of people. And even if you can, there's always going to be situations where you have to leave them alone. So, what's the solution? It's technology and community. Our device can accurately detect a fall or any abnormal situation, completely passively. And once we have, we'll do something about it. Let me explain how. First, we install a physical device. Using computer vision, our AI will observe and analyze the individual's daily routine and paint a picture of what is normal and what is abnormal for that person. Everything is processed completely locally, and the only thing sent over the network is the actual decision outcome, and that protects privacy. After the physical setup, Brenda here logs onto the dashboard to set up her preferences online. She wants to know immediately if Grandpa Joe's had a fall, but she doesn't want to receive an alert each time someone wants to come to the house. So she decides to monitor visitors in a graph format, and that way she can check at her leisure how many people have visited in the last week, fortnight, or month. A week later, Grandpa Joe here has a fall for some reason. It's immediately detected. And then Brenda and a volunteer receive an alert, and one of them will go and check on Grandpa Joe. Our emergency response volunteers are part of the community. It could be people you know or your neighbours you've never spoken to, but regardless, they've all agreed to help out. This way, in case of emergency, there will physically be someone right there. Some of the activities that you can monitor for are falling, of course, sleep, meal, medication and toileting schedules, wandering, and the presence of other people. We do have plans to add other exciting features like fall prediction, but those are dreams for the future. Now that you know all about the product, let's move on to how we're making money. The customer will pay a one-off setup fee and then a monthly payment according to how many activities they want to monitor for. It's a bit like fast sale, only instead of choosing the sports or movies package, you're picking the Alzheimer's or hard of hearing package. We plan to first approach individual independent caregivers using social media and word of mouth. Our mission is to make elderly people feel safe in their own homes and provide peace of mind to family members. We want people to stay connected to their community and to retain control of their surroundings. Thank you so much.
It's interesting that you've got a volunteer component. I'm assuming that you've got a fully spec'd out volunteer onboarding process around insurances, certification, etc., etc.
They would all have to have first aid certification, or else they would be the individual personal support network at the moment. So my Aunt Tabby, who's a real person, at the moment her neighbours do come and check on her when she's in trouble. So it would just be a way for them to integrate that service together.
Obviously, you mentioned that the support network may be people that are already known, but what you talked about was a broader network of volunteers. Yeah. How would you deal with privacy and access in the case of a home-based fall, right? Like, how does someone actually gain access to the house? And how do you know that it's, like, is it a fall maybe in the shower, they're naked? Do you know what I mean? Like, how do you deal with all of those elements?
Yes, so the government right now, Australian government is pretty good at things like this. They provide hack response teams, St. John's Hospital, also provide volunteer services. Right now, KeySafe seems like the best option. Yeah, but we're going to have to test that out when we actually go to market and see what people would prefer.
Just on that, how far into this are you really? Do you have this device in homes? Like, how have you been testing?
Yeah, so we developed a proof of concept 4 or 5 months ago. Now we are developing an MVP. So to answer your question, we are still in development, but in 2 months we'll have our MVP product, and we have 10 trial clients ready to install it in their homes and trial it.
And how have you gone with during this MVP building process? How have you gone with engaging elderly people and how they're responding to this device?
I personally thought that there would be a lot of pushback because our device looks like a camera, even though it doesn't record anything. It sees the posture and doesn't record any data, doesn't send any data over the network. It only sends text data over the network, the classifications. But people that I spoke to are surprisingly not worried about this at all. They are happy that there is something that will monitor them, not monitor, probably not the right word, that will make sure that they are safe, and in case of emergency, someone will be there.
Big thank you to the Thank you for the incredible pitch. Next up, I'd like to welcome our second finalist, Rory from Sola.io. Welcome, Rory. All the best.
Thanks for the opportunity and my time. Let's get that going really loud this time. But to somewhat repeat myself, Rory from Solar.io. We're on a mission to bring power back to people. So I'm going to get some hands up this time. Who pays an electricity bill? Hopefully everyone. Yeah. Who's currently satisfied with that electricity bill? Like you're happy with how much you're paying? Cool. I'm pretty scary, and maybe you guys care in this room, but the average Australian clearly doesn't. They spend 2 seconds looking at that bill. They're more likely to change their planner than their retail, and say it again. But something that you probably have noticed is that bill's gone up. In fact, it's gone up 65% in the last 10 years over inflation. And I can tell you why. It's due to the distribution costs. It's the power lines, the grid, the poles. You're paying 50% of your bill just to keep those things standing. Doesn't make sense to me. So we at Solar.io, we've designed a business model to create a cleaner, more decentralised option for people to subscribe to. So I've lost my thought there. The problem, to clarify, is that dirtier, more expensive central network that we have built as a society. But there is a solution. And to clarify the solution, you all know it. It's called solar. You've all probably heard of it. It's a solar system that sits on your roof, cuts out the middleman, it cuts out the emissions, and it makes you less reliant on that central network. Australia has some of the highest electricity bills in the world. So what our solution is in our investigation, only 21% of Australians currently have a solar system. Put your hands up if you don't have a solar system on your roof right now. Yep, I don't have one either. Keep it up if it's because you rent your house, or you're in an apartment building, or if you own your house, you just couldn't afford to buy one or haven't got around to it. We investigated why, and we've kind of got to the conclusion that why does everyone have to go out and buy a part of a power plant? And is it fair that you have to own a home or spend thousands of dollars to actually access this clean, affordable energy? So we've created a business model to be able to support and finance this model. It's a decentralised, cleaner energy infrastructure. And the actual product, which is what I got lost on last time, the product is a peer-to-peer renewable energy platform. It has a two-sided marketplace, two sides. It has producers on one side, it has investors on the other side. So a producer could be you, it's an Australian household that signs up to an agreement over 10 years to a community. They get a solar system at no upfront cost, completely free. They just continue to pay their electricity bills as you would. Now that bill is based on the production of that solar system. You'll end up saving 35% on your electricity bills. Now the investor makes money from the sun. They actually support and finance this infrastructure. With the producers paying their bills, it ends up creating them a return of up to 14.5%. We as Solar.io, how do we make money? We take 30% commission from facilitating this transaction. So we're launching this product into a huge market. The energy market's actually $47 billion, not $18.3. Currently, there's 7.3 million houses in Australia that don't have solar systems on their roof. We feel like the timing is absolutely perfect. Not only, like you all expressed at the start, 88% of Australians are concerned about electricity prices, but the industry has also grown 2,500%. I know for me, the timing is great to bring out a product that makes financial sense, but actually helps people tangibly and positively impact the environment. So the reason we've come up with this product is because we've actually been selling solar for last year. We've sold 160 systems across Australia. We've built a team of 13. We've got a network of 21 installers and 5 major suppliers. So over the next 5 years, our goal is to build a 250 megawatt virtual power plant. It'll cover 35,000 homes, generating a revenue stream of $48 million. More importantly, offsetting 291,000 tonnes of CO2. That's equivalent to 200,000 trees. I'll skip market adoption. In terms of competition, guys, thousands of companies sell solar in this traditional way. You have to buy a solar system. A lot of companies offer what we're doing at a commercial level, but not at a residential level. Not actually giving you the opportunity to be a part of this cleaner, more affordable energy transition. We've built an amazing team. A lot of us come from the rideshare industry and now the solar industry. I'll just quickly leave that up there. If you want to learn more about how to get involved, we've got an event tomorrow night about how to become an investor. Currently we're offering producer opportunities up in Sydney if you've got a house in Sydney. I'd also love to chat with anyone after this if you're interested. Thank you.
What's the regulatory framework that applies to this? Is it a managed investment scheme? Is it a feed-in model? Have you got to deal with tariffs and everything else? Do you have to become an electricity reseller? What's the overarching regulation for you?
So the market adoption strategy, we'll cover that. So it's a good question from a financing perspective. So the investor side of the business model, we're going to tier it. We are going to offer about 25% to micro investors, people that will put in anywhere from $500 to $10,000. Up until a $2 million fund manager, we don't have to have a financial service license. It's the way that we're going to trial this product essentially. But we are in the process of building a management investment scheme which will be properly regulated against ASIC's requirements, and that'll host bigger funds upwards of $10 to $30 million.
Can you stress the actual market for the electricity, because of all different regimes and feed-ins and being a retailer of electricity? So we're looking to partner with electricity retailers. We'll very much focus in on being the asset owner and manager. So in terms of the billing and the licensing to sell that electricity to the household, that will be with our partners.
How do you then guarantee the savings?
It's a fixed rate on production. So
I know it's a fixed rate on production, but how do you ensure that the market provides that cost saving onto the customer?
It's about, for us, it's going to be about being ahead of the potential future energy market. So at the moment,
it's maybe better to talk about the solar component, right? Perhaps more so than anything else. But
so when you get into the numbers, it does get quite can get a little bit complicated. But essentially, you as the household, you're buying energy that's been 100% of the energy that's been produced off the solar system, and if you don't consume any of that right now, you'll actually be selling that back to the grid, the feed-in tariff, for more than what you buy it. When it does drop too low, that's what we'll bring in a battery solution in to be able to control your energy consumption.
Please give a big round of applause to Rory. Thanks, Rory, for that great pitch. Our last finalist for the night. You've heard her on stage just a few minutes ago, but please welcome back to the stage Dee from Kerry. Dee? Round of applause for Dee.
Thank you. Pediatric patients are the most vulnerable, but medical device innovation for babies and children are far fewer than adults. Most pediatric devices are ill-fitting because they are scaled-down version of adult devices. Kerry is making a change to this by providing personal care for babies and children. CPAP is commonly used as treatment for respiratory distress and sleep apnea, but in premature babies, the pressure generated by the mask can create skin breakdown. In severe cases, they need plastic surgery because of the pressure injury. In children, early reduces treatment efficiency and undermines long-term development. This problem is seen globally. The nasal injury rate in premature babies vary from 20 to 100%. From clinical observations, we found that nurses need to spend extra time and effort to manage CPAP babies. In children, the unfit mask can keep their parents awake overnight. To address this problem, we are developing a unique design customized anatomical mask. The unique design can conform to patient's face, therefore less force is needed to create axial. This design is also to minimize fixation accessories, decreasing the risk of pressure injury on patient's face. This user-centric design is made for maximum comfort and ensure treatment efficiency. Our initial market size is $1 million by targeting the major pediatric hospitals in Australia, and our total addressable market is $100 million. Globally, we have a potential impact of $1.2 billion by penetrating pediatric CPAP industry. In terms of competitors, we look at the customization of their products among babies, children, and adult markets. Most companies offer a limited-sided mask that often don't fit patients' noses, while companies who customize CPAP masks, they limited their product to adults only. Carrie filled in the gap of customized pediatric CPAP masks. To put us ahead, we have to understand our customers, who are households and parents. For households, they want cost-effective solutions. They benefit from efficiencies and are hindered by the cost. For parents, the last thing they want to say is their children suffer from illnesses. They want the best care for their children and improve both short and long-term health outcomes. So, what value can our products bring to our customers? For households, they reduce the cost as a result of shorter patient stay, minimize the side effects, and more efficient clinical workflow. For parents, they will be very happy to see their children have good quality of sleep and better long-term outcomes. To realize these benefits, we have 3 channels to reach our customers. We aim to secure hospital contracts by closely consulting with clinicians and buying communities in hospitals. We also aim to collaborate with sleep clinics because they have the first-hand information to educate parents about children's sleep health. We want to build a brand that has a strong presence in pediatric healthcare. More importantly, we want to empower parents to be involved to create the best care for their children. We have developed our prototypes and redesigned our product based on clinical feedback, and we aim to launch our product in 2023. My co-founder and Lara and I are both biomedical engineers with training in medical device entrepreneurship. Our team is supported by Professor David Graydon and Michael Vitale from Melbourne University, who have extensive experience in mentoring medical startups. What makes our team is the shared belief about the potential impact we are creating. Applying a user-centric approach, we are addressing unmet clinical challenge to improve patient quality of life and reduce hospital costs. Our mission is to provide personalized care to help our most vulnerable population, babies and children, to thrive. So again, we are Carrie. We believe in the best personalized care for babies and children. Thank you.
I'll get off the stage. That $100 million total addressable market, that international?
It's in Australia, including premature babies and the sleep apnea for children.
So that's Australia and just those 2 markets, but not international?
No, international.
Okay.
The total addressable market is $1.2 billion.
Okay, sure. Do you have a path to market that you have tested? So it was great to see that you had some conversations with clinicians and nurses, but of course they're not the ones that are actually making the buying and purchasing decisions.
Yeah.
And often hospitals are locked up into contracts with buying groups, etc. So have you spoken with who's going to be your customer?
Yeah, sure.
At B2B level?
So at baby's level, our customer, of course, hustle, but actually the government is paying for the hustle, but the decision maker is the hustle. Actually, in different hustle, they have different system to make a decision, but most hustle they have the buying committees include the nurses and clinicians and admin staff. So right now we have been working with clinicians and nurses. Of course, in the future we want to reach out to admin staff so we can bring our product into household quickly. Yeah.
Your product you mentioned is in prototype stage.
Yes.
So how progressed is that prototype, and what kind of materials do you need to make it? Like, where do you make it? Do you make it here in Australia or overseas? Like, what's the manufacturing look like for a product like this?
So because we only have our prototype is generated by 3D printing with certain material, but for sure this material is not medical grade. We can use that for the real product. For the real product, we will use medical grade silicon, and for the manufacturing, we have a different way to process it. Because we still redesign our prototype at the moment, so we haven't decided which way we will going to process finally, but we are already reaching out with different manufacturer companies to explore the method that we can use for our final product.
Round of applause for Dee. Can we have one more big, super loud round of applause for the top 3 finalists tonight? Amazing work to all 3 companies. Congratulations for getting through the judges. But it's not over yet. What's going to happen now is the judges are going to take just a few minutes to deliberate back in their room again. Please hang around here for a couple of minutes, and we'll be back here to reveal who the winners are. Stay tuned. Thank you.